Hello. I'm Chris with the Legacy team. In today's video, we are going to be producing one of a few components for reproducing an antique piece of furniture, and that is specifically the leg. So we're going to be doing this on Legacy's turning center module, which can be added to the Maverick E-Series at any time. So let's go see how this is done and some of the cutting techniques that we had to come across in order to replicate this traditional piece of furniture. This project started when a client approached Legacy and asked if they could have some one-on-one training to teach them how to design and program certain components for this project. We were so intrigued by the joinery of this project that we asked if we could demonstrate this on our machines for one of our videos. When approaching the project, there are a number of problems that we had to resolve. The first is how do we get and replicate the design of the antique leg into our CAD software so we can program it for the CNC machine. Here, that's exactly what took place. And so the client was able to get exact measurements along the entire spindle and then record and sketch that here on a piece of plywood. We were able to then take these photographs and bring them into our CAD software so that we could finish the actual CAD drawing of the spindle itself. From here, it's pretty straightforward. We're able to actually approach this with a variety of different turning techniques. Now, because this client has one of our older CNC systems with original turning software, we were limited to some of the turning techniques we could use. Now, throughout this cutting demonstration, you're going to see 3 different turning or machining techniques, and we have opened up the dust brushes so that you can see all the cutting action. The first process is to simply turn the stock round. This is roughing out the material, just turning it round to a general shape that we need it to be, using a flat surfacing cutter. This is very traditional with our turning software so that we can quickly and accurately turn this to any diameter along any length in the turning center. The second turning technique is also using a shape of the cutter to turn details. This is called turning tool profiles, where we take the profile shape of the cutter and turn it around the circumference of a single point along the spindle. This is repeated using this barley twist cutter to create this beaded effect along the length of our spindle. Now, the last turning technique shown here was used because we could not actually match any of the cutter shape profiles to the rest of the spindle. So this had to be done using a very traditional turning method known as wrapped carving. So we simply used a 1/8 inch tapered ball cutter, and it finished wrapping this carving around 360 degrees to finish off the bottom section of the leg. This isn't the most efficient way of actually producing the spindle, but again, based on the limitation of older CNC systems and software, this is the way we had to do it. Our current CNC systems and software have a plethora of turning methods that allow us to turn this spindle much faster and give us much cleaner results. We can see here as an example, whenever we perform a wrapped carving procedure on a more delicate spindle, we typically have some flex in the material from the beginning and ending of the wrap, and that will have to be sanded out. We have to thank Tommy Holmes for sharing this project idea and designs so that we can demonstrate some of the solutions that we have to find in order to replicate an antique piece of furniture. And there we have it. Now, this isn't done yet. In other videos, we're going to be showing how to add the joinery to the top of this leg, which is going to be very unique tied to this piece of furniture. That is the sliding dovetail at a mitered angle so that it connects with a sliding dovetail to the bottom of the tabletop. So that's going to be pretty sweet. So we will do that in another video. Now, if you'd like to learn more about a Legacy CNC and what it can do for your woodworking applications and business opportunities, I recommend you visit our website at legacywoodworking.com. Now, if you have any questions, you can always talk to one of our CNC experts at 801-491-0010. You can also leave any comments or questions right down below. Now, if you want to see more cutting demonstrations of Legacy CNC in action, you can always click right over there. You know what to do so you can receive notifications of future videos coming out. Just give us a like, subscribe, check that notification box, and you'll be all covered. As always, thanks for watching, and remember, Legacy solves more woodworking problems than any other CNC manufacturer in the industry.